Good evening. Welcome to another tirade known as Diatribes from the Voice of Doom. And now here's your grouchy and ever complaining Voice of Doom. Thank you. It's been 2 days now since I called for the resignation of everybody, and they haven't resigned yet. I think they're starting to feel the heat. So it may take a few days, but yeah, the rats will start swimming off into the ocean, hoping things will be better for them there. Pretty angry. Didn't really have to watch much news. You can watch like 15, 20 minutes of it and be incensed because everything we've done is wrong. Everything I said is coming true. And I see these people that are getting paid a lot of money to catch up with what I've already said. And it's really irritating because I should get more money. I mean, I really should because I know more than they do. And it may not be doing a lot of research, getting your assistants to get a lot of data so you have a lot of credibility. It's life. It's living life. And living through death and living through raising kids in a proper way and all kinds of things that makes you have wisdom. And I do have wisdom. I'm not smart. I'm an idiot. I've done stupid things, and I did stupid things tonight. And I'll continue to do stupid things because apparently I'm not capable of not being stupid. But I do have some wisdom because I've lived on this planet and I've seen a lot of things. I kind of think I'm like a poor man's Forrest Gump because I've seen a lot of people in a lot of places, and I seem to be always at the right place at the right time to experience things. So it's very strange, and I'm thankful because I think my life has taken a certain pattern or just the course of my life has allowed me to live a very interesting existence, and I'm happy about that. Because this planet, like I said on the first episode, is a beautiful place. I really think so. It's really beautiful. If you go out to the beach or go out to the mountains, go up in there and start driving where there's no houses and nothing, and there's just nothing but trees and rivers and lakes, it's beautiful. Really beautiful. But our tenure on this planet might turn that beautifulness against us because I see a lot of it. There's fires everywhere. And they can say climate change, and they're probably right because the climate is changing. Now, what you're going to do about it, that's a whole different kettle of fish because you start putting lots of money into trying to change nature. And a lot of rich people are going to get richer, and that's just the way it is. I'm just going off on a tirade because I have drank a little. And I shouldn't be doing a diatribe, but I just have to see the news and go, it's going as bad as I thought it would. And they're going to take advantage of their situation in which they have a very, very, very strong advantage. I mean, if it was a chess game, then Biden would be in the corner, the king, surrounded by a couple pawns who are about to be eaten up by somebody who has two rooks and a queen. Because they have a very strong friend, alliance, let's just say, someone that's going to be at their back, much stronger than anybody we have at our back, because Petri Dish has made sure that anybody that ever thought of America as being a country you can count on is a betrayer and treacherous. And that's all you can say about that. And I know that the Western countries of Europe are going, we don't know what we're going to do about this guy, because the mistake that was obvious was made. Do you understand, in November, that with all the cheating and all the bull crap and all the Trump was such a horrible person by media that's totally biased, well, they're going to suffer the consequences of their position. You can't just take a position and then go, oh, well, CNN's starting to turn on Biden. So what? Their karma is carved in granite. And they're not going to get out of it unless they atone big time. I'm just going to ramble because I'm half crocked. But I think I could be very, very drunk and hallucinating, and I would still do a better job than our so-called whatever the hell he is, which to every single sentient human being, it should be obvious, is not cognitively capable of making any decision involving this country. And these Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts that are the NSA chiefs and the press spokesmen, they're not adults. And they're trying to make, they're not going to make it. They're going to resign very quickly because they're not going to handle it under pressure, because they were raised to think they were special. They were part of that generation. You know the generation. Trophies for everybody. Don't make anybody feel bad about themselves. And now the frickin' crew cut, nice haircut, clean-shaven little boy is the NSA chief, and he is not going to cut it. He's out of here probably before the next 4 or 5 days, if I'm not mistaken. And there's going to be a purge, and Petri Dish is going to do the purging, because he's going to go, wait, you told me all wrong, and I'd made the wrong thing, and now I'm in trouble because all hell's breaking loose, so you're all fired. But he's going to remain. And I don't know if I don't even know her freaking name, because I don't want to know her name. The first freaking whatever lady that probably is more culpable than anybody ever could possibly realize, because she allowed this to happen. And the consequences of being a Boy Scout and having a car wash or a cookie sale is millions of people die, because this is a freaking complicated world, and I'm really getting sick of having to repeat this over and over. And I'm sick of being pissed. But I know I'm going to be pissed, because it's only going to get worse. As long as the regime is in power, and I think you know what regime I'm talking about, we're doomed. And it's got to change, and it can't be through stupid little, we don't have time for an election. Come on. November of 2022? Are you kidding me? At the rate we're going? Why do I have to say this? Why do I have to circumvent and overstate the geniuses that are saying how bad things are? It's way worse. And nobody's going to see this stupid video. So my words are in vain. And maybe one day it'll be dug up somewhere. Somebody will have a thumb drive or whatever the hell they use these days. I'm getting so sick of technology. I just want to, I like being able to communicate with everybody. It's great. I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate the ingenuity of mankind, humankind, girlkind. I don't care what the hell you call it. I do appreciate it. And I think we have great potential, but we're throwing it away because of tribalism. And it was the main theme of my show. It's the main thing that I started with. And I have to keep on drumming it into people's head. They're never going to see the video. Never. So my wisdom is just being cast off into the universe. And I did a lot. I bared my soul to the universe. So I did my part. I said how I was, and I said what I had to go through and what everybody has to go through, and I've explained life and death as best I can explain it. And yet I'm seeing chaos, and I don't want to see a killing fields. I'm getting serious about this. They're beating people, they're hanging people, nobody knows what's going on in the provinces. Come on. Biden doesn't even know what's going on in the next room. And he's supposed to know what's going on in the far reaches of Afghanistan, where we made a major imprint with our people, with our infrastructure, with our contractors, with our people that are trying to build up a better society. And then they're out in the provinces. Nobody thinks about that. Nobody thinks about all the peripheral people that have helped, and they're looking at themselves like they're closing in on me now. Now what am I going to do? Is it going to be like when the journalist, photographer in Killing Fields has to go running off into Thailand and hope to hell he makes it? I mean, and not to mention all the intelligentsia, the professionals. Do I have to explain Cambodia to you? I mean, it was way before your time, so I guess you better know that a government took over that wanted to get rid of intelligence. They wanted to get rid of anybody that had a brain and start all again with kids running the country. And then the kids ended up getting killed. It was a mess. It was 1/3 of the population, and I see this being way worse because these Taliban idiot turbans have been empowered, and they're probably getting money by the bushelful now from all kinds of directions, and they're making money off their damn heroin, and they're making money off whatever other means they can make it off. They can get money from Putin, they can get money from the Chinese, and they get money from America because we got to pay off for the damn hostages that are going to be taken, or pay them off to make sure that everybody is safely, air flown away. So it was an innocuous diatribe, and I said a lot. I said a whole hell of a lot. And I didn't really have a subject. I just wanted to diatribe because I gave those guys a chance to redeem themselves, and they ignored me. So their curse is still in effect. And I'll leave it at that. I don't have much more to say. I'm glad I got through this because I've had a few. So thank you for listening, and I hope that it helps. Have a good one. Thanks.